Hey guys, what's going on? Tatiani Favors here, your tax business coach. And in today's video, we are going to be digging deep into the three proven strategies to attract tax clients without using social media. Now, am I saying that social media isn't a great place to market your tax business? No, I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying, though, is a lot of people, a lot of tax professionals, especially newbies, have a real issue with social media. They're introverts, they don't know how often to post, all of that. But I want you all to understand that running a successful tax business, you can do so even without social media. Will social media help you? For sure. But there are other ways you can get tax clients if you have not built your social media presence all the way up yet. Okay. And in this video, we're going to dig into that. So let's go ahead and get started with number one strategy: referral programs. Referral programs, the good old referral programs. Now, you can create a program that really incentivizes current clients to refer their friends, their family, or business associates. Okay. You can either offer discounts or small bonuses for every successful referral. But we all know what a referral program is, right? Here's some extra consideration that I want you to do. First of all, I wanted to tell y'all that referral programs are not played out. Okay. A lot of people, I run into that. I don't know who told y'all referral programs are played out, but maybe the typical way of offering a referral program or a non thought out referral program, an unintentional referral program might be played out. But here is some extra consideration that I want you all to let marinate, if you will, because the real reason that why most referral programs aren't successful isn't because you're not offering great things. You know, people offer elaborate bonuses, TVs, trips, all of that. Their referral programs still aren't that successful. And that's because the people who you are trying to get to refer, they typically don't know outside of their family and friends who to tell about your business and how to actually get them to become a client of your company, right? And so when we're thinking about that, I want you all to think about two different groups of people when we're talking referral programs. One, your existing clientele, of course. Your existing clientele who's been coming to you, they're probably going to tell their family and friends, hey, I got my taxes done by this firm over here. You should definitely go. You know, if you go, use my name, use this code, whatever your referral program requires, right? But then, okay, and I really want y'all to write this down. But then you have another type of referral program for a different audience, which is the influencers, okay? The people who might, the entrepreneurs, the people who might have an audience themselves. So some of your clients might be, and I hate to use this reference, okay, of like regular people, but they have a regular 9 to 5, your typical client. But then you might have a client that actually is an entrepreneur, they have an audience. Right. And if they have an audience or if they are ahead of a group or a social group, whatever professional group, they basically have access to a group of other people. Then you might want to consider creating something special for them to say, hey, I have a referral program. And if you refer XYZ amount of people, then you can either break them off with a percentage, you can, really make it worth their while. But for people like that who will be reaching out to their non-family and friends or who might be reaching out to another audience, you will want to actually create something for them. Okay. Create a blurb, something that they can actually say, something no more than 4 sentences that they can simply either post on their social media or say to their group that they're overseeing that would be appealing to their audience, right? You give them what to say already. Okay. Now, yes, this will require you to sit down somewhere and customize it for each specific client depending upon their audience, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. You can use Chat GPT to create an appealing referral program for this as well, to help you really iron it out, to really help you make sure that it's something mutually beneficial for you and the people who will be referring clients to your tax firm. Okay. So do that. Referral programs, just don't slap something together. Just don't go to your local Walmart and buy a whole bunch of gift cards and stuff. Really think about how this program can be appealing. And then for those people who have audiences, create something for them to pass on to their audience. So you're getting your point across. Okay. The second strategy is freelance marketplaces. Two of the most popular are Fiverr and Upwork. Okay. Both of them are .com. And what you can do is you can create a profile on Fiverr, you can create a profile on Upwork, and you become what they call a gig worker, GIG, a gig worker, which is essentially a freelance worker. Okay. Now, when you go to Fiverr, if you're not familiar with these places, there are people who are looking for work and there are people who are looking for workers. Okay. And you can sign up to go to either. So you might go to Fiverr if you need a graphic design. You might go to Upwork if you need a virtual assistant. Okay. But on the flip side, you can actually create a profile as a tax professional and have people find you. So when you are on these freelance marketplaces, when people go there to find a tax preparer, because they do, they go there to find tax preparers for various reasons, specific taxes, sales tax, income tax, corporate returns, individual, even, bookkeeper, whatever. People go to these sites to fulfill a need that they have. And of course, tax preparation is a need. So there are a lot of people who are going to these marketplaces to find a tax professional. Well, you can set up a profile and you can be one of the people that they consider. Okay. So you're putting yourself in a position where people can find you, but also you can, as a worker on these freelance marketplaces, you can actually search for people who are looking for you. You can go and search for people who are looking, especially on Upwork. You can. I'm not sure about Fiverr. I know you can have a profile, but Upwork, you can actually find someone because people will post jobs there. People will say, okay, hey, looking for a tax preparer. I'm behind 2 years, need someone to file my 2022 and 2023 tax return. And then you'll have people who actually apply to get that contract. You can apply to get that contract. You can write the person a message. That's another way how you can really find business and find additional clients. Okay. So if you're too scared to post on social media or whatnot, spend some time on these freelance marketplaces, really putting yourself out there, making sure that you have your profiles nice and good. And I would say, here's a little game, okay? Because a lot of people, like me, I will go to Upwork to find, I found my virtual assistant on there. I found some people to cut some shorts and some reels and things for me, to cut my for my courses, to cut my courses and all of that. I found, people who I've hired permanently on from Upwork and all of that. But when you're going through the people who apply for a position that someone has posted, then you're looking at their profile. And if they don't have prior work, you're like, I don't know how this person works. I don't have any reviews. So when you start, maybe create a job, something that's real small, 20 bucks or something, and either you create another profile or have someone else hire you and then leave a review. Now, yes, okay, maybe it's not the most authentic, but it'll at least have the person say, okay, this person has at least done one job before. Okay. So that's just some game there. You can take it or leave that if you like, but these freelance marketplaces are definitely the move. Okay. And the third way, leveraging your warm market. Okay. Leveraging your warm market. And when I say warm market, I'm not necessarily talking about clients who are familiar with your services. I'm more so referring to the people who you are familiar with because you share a group or some type of interest. Okay. So let's go through the steps on how this takes place. Y'all can take a screenshot of this slide, and we're going to go through each of these because this is how you would leverage your warm market. We're going to walk through it Not so slow, but not too fast. Okay. So, number one, you want to identify your warm market. All right. You can start off by making a list of the groups that you are part of. So, these can be professional associations, social clubs, hobby groups, alumni groups, parent teacher associations, local community groups, even informal casual gatherings like book clubs or fitness classes. Okay. Do you understand me? Any type of group that you are part of, just simply make a list. Okay. Then you really want to engage authentically within these groups. Okay. You want to engage in conversations that will allow you to naturally bring up your expertise. Okay. The key is authenticity. Your primary goal is to contribute to the group, not just to promote your services. Okay. It's the difference between talking about tax preparation and using tax preparation as a solution to someone's problem. Okay. It's the difference between tax preparation as a service and tax preparation as a solution. You have to actually understand someone's situation to now incorporate tax services as a solution versus a service. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. Next, you want to position yourself as more of a resource rather than a salesperson. Okay. And that's the educational approach. You want to offer valuable insights and tips related to the tax planning or their financial wellness. Okay. For example, let's say you're in a book club. Okay. This is just a real quick example. You're in a book club. You could offer insights on tax deductions for educators or writers, okay, authors, things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? So you're making, you're taking an educated approach to this. You're being very intentional. Next, you can organize many sessions within that group, okay? So you can offer to host, short informal sessions on topics such as, understanding your taxes or tax tips for small businesses or, things of that nature. These can even be Facebook groups, okay? But I kind of wanted to stay away from social media, so we're going back to the all of the different types of personal professional groups that I mentioned earlier, okay? And then after you have this meeting, because you can talk to the person who's ahead of the meeting and say, "Hey, you know, I have I have a business and it's tax season. I would really like to educate everyone in your community about ABC, XYZ tax deduction." Okay. And that person will probably say, yeah, And so now you have an opportunity to stand in front of people that you share a group with, okay, and educate them on things, and guaranteed you're going to get some clients from that. Okay. Everything doesn't have to be a money play in the beginning because it leads there. Because people do business with people they like. People do business with people they like. People do business with people they like. So getting into these professional groups, these personal groups, okay, there's already a level of trust there. When you start to educate them and they get to know you both personally and as a business person, it's not a huge jump then for them to become your client. Okay. All right. So I really want you all to understand that. Next, you can utilize personal stories. Okay. You can share relevant personal stories or experiences that highlight your skills and success in handling tax related matters. Okay. Everyone always are attracted to a personal story. Okay. Relatable stories. They leave a lasting impression. Okay. And then, of course, the follow up. The money is in the follow up. So after these meetings and discussions, follow up with these individuals who showed interest. Even if you've told like someone if you've given someone advice a week or two later, hey, did you implement that advice? Did you tell your tax preparer, are they taking that deduction we talked about? Just following up because they could become your tax client. Okay. So, you want to make sure you're following up. Then, of course, you can encourage them to refer you. We talked about referrals again. You can ask these people for referrals too. You can always encourage the satisfied clients from these groups to spread the word within the group. Even if they don't come to you because they are super loyal to who they've been with for the past 15 years, because that's the thing, they can still vouch for you and send people your way, they just don't want to falter on their allegiance to their existing tax professional. So it's you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Okay. Always ask for the referral. And while we're here, always ask for a review too. Okay. Now, building trust through consistency. Okay. Building trust through consistency. You want to consistently offer valuable advice and maintain a positive presence in these groups, not just a one-time thing. So if you get a chance to get in front of these people, start making it a monthly thing, a quarterly thing, to where, okay, maybe they didn't become your client this year, this season, but if they see you consistently enough and you're constantly adding in value and all of that, it reinforces your reputation, and people will start looking at you like a reliable tax professional, and they will eventually come be your tax client. Okay. So be consistent with it. Don't just do one-offs and say, oh, it didn't work, I'm not going to do it again. Be consistent with it. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge this fact: respect the group dynamics. Okay. You have to be mindful of the group's primary purpose. Okay. And ensure that your tax related discussions and offers are appropriate and they are welcomed. Okay. You want to avoid the overly sales pitches. Okay. They might be a little off putting in social or casual group settings. Okay. So you don't want to be all in the book club, like, and by the way, again, follow these lists. You won't go wrong. By leveraging your existing social and professional networks, you can tap into a warm market where trust and common interests are already there. Okay. That's exactly where you want to be. And that's why we call it your warm market. Okay. So let's do a brief recap of the things that we talked about, the strategies on how you can get tax clients without posting on social media. One, create a referral program. Okay, you can go to ChatGPT. It'll probably create a fantastic referral program, be as specific as possible so you can get a customized response. If you put general information into something like a ChatGPT or a Bard, or whichever one you use, it's going to give you a basic response. Okay. So be as specific as possible. Tell it exactly what you want so it can spit you out something that's very effective and customizable. Okay. Next, freelance marketplaces. So those are the Fivers and the Upworks of the world. Create a profile, go look for business, but also make sure that people can find you. Okay. And then, of course, leverage your warm market. Are you into any type of social groups, professional groups, personal groups? Okay. There's no reason why in these groups you're not the premier tax preparer. Okay? Why not? Why not? Open your mouth and start speaking to these people. It's tax season now, but even off season, you want to do these things, okay? You want to remain consistent. You want to continue to always build your clientele. It's not just during tax season. It's not just during quarter four when we're approaching the tax season. It's actually a year-round thing, okay? The longer you promote your business and are consistent throughout the year, the bigger each tax season will be for you, the more successful. Okay, guys? So until next time, I will see y'all later. Peace.